and we let him off the hook.
I'm a man. I'm 40. I'm not a kid. That's not true. So get your facts straight.
What else do you want to know?
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
We couldn't do diddly poo offensively. I'm totally embarrassed and totally ashamed. We sucked.
We talking about practice.
You call me Chris Everett to my face one more time.
Chris?
What's my opinion of Kingman's performance? What the do you think is my opinion of it?
This is the Dan Dakich Show on 1070 The Fan.
Look, I'm not going to lie. It was a nice game yesterday. It was nice to see Andrew Luck out there. It was nice to see quick passing game. It was nice to see crossing routes. It was nice to see a defense that played uber hard, I thought. But I got to tell you something. Giddy after a loss, I can't have it. Like yesterday after the game, Lee and I went to St. Elmo's, and I didn't know St. Elmo's had an upstairs bar, by the way, 1933, the year Prohibition ended. And honest to God, I'm watching TV, Andrew Luck's talking, I swear to God you'd have thought he won. Now, I'm all for Andrew Luck, and I'm all for the Colts, and I'm all for the new coaching staff. But you lost to a mediocre team. I mean, again, that's just a coach in me. I get it. I'm not supposed to be that way. We're all supposed to be happy. What did Luck say about Jack Doyle? Give him a hug. And let's make no mistake, as much as I like Jack Doyle, that play turned. That was the ball game. That was the ball game in terms of the game was over. That decided the outcome of the game. Now, you can tell me if you would like, 4 times, including Doyle's in the red zone, come away with 3 points. Andrew Luck had a terrible pick early in the game. I get all that, but let's be honest, and I hate to say this because I'm really a huge Jack Doyle fan as a player and more so as a person. But you get the fumble and the game is over. I thought, and my seats are right behind the bench of the Bengals. I thought that the Bengals looked gas. I was pretty convinced that this was going to be what's the right way to put it? Miracle, not a miracle, a fitting ending to Andrew Luck's first game. Let's put it that way. A comeback. Let's go. Here we are. Andrew Luck leads them back. We're all happy. And you know what? The truth of the matter is, if you really want the truth, and Doyle said it right in his column, this is the same old, same old. Better looking team. Better looking team. I get that. Crossing routes, 53 passes, I don't care. Nobody cares that's ever coached anything. No one ever cares. All you care about is winning the game and doing what you have to do to win the game. That's it. I mean, let's be honest. You can say all you want. You know, Phil Simms and all those guys stealing money on TV. Well, 53 is too many. No, you do what you got to do to win the game, and they were about ready. If he'd have thrown 55 passes, I think they'd have won the game, and we would be talking a whole lot different right now. Yes, encouraged, I suppose. But giddy? I mean, that's what this is. There's almost a giddiness about Andrew Luck and everybody. I get it. He's not the first guy that came back from – thinking you're never going to do anything. Hell, I sat on my front porch thinking, what the hell am I going to do with the rest of my life? After Indiana hired Crean. I mean, I get it. But damn, just lost to the worst offensive line you're going to play against all year. You had the ball in the red zone 4 times, came around with 3 points, fumbled the ball at the end, made a ridiculously bad throw to start the game. I was right on line with that throw, and as soon as I went, no! Because you don't make that – it was not even close. I thought a couple bad calls. I'm not sure about the call on Wilson down the sideline. T.Y. Hilton did what T.Y. Hilton does when he had a chance to make a play, a tough play. He didn't do it, ran out of bounds. I mean, good for T.Y. Hilton. Good for him. God bless you, T.Y. Hilton. You keep doing that, man, and then tell us you're T.Y. Good for you. First half, 230 yards, 16 points. Second half, 150 and 7. That's adjustments. And what they started doing, they being the Bengals, was they started sitting on all of those quick rhythm throws. And when the Colts had to hold the ball, we saw what happened. Luck started getting hurt. Mixon, pretty good. I thought he was very good last drive. Luck almost got picked a few times, but that's fine. He didn't, and he drove him down, and Andrew Luck did exactly what you want Andrew Luck to do. He put everybody in position to make a play for the win. He did. Dumb penalties. I said this going back, right? I said this, victory favors the team making the fewest mistakes, right? Victory favors the team making the fewest mistakes. Colts mistakes, let's talk about them. After a sack, gathers with God dang, he grabs Tyler Eifert. Next thing you know, it's a first down. I don't blame Toure for that horse collar. That's a tough one to me. That's a really tough one to me. I thought Toure played well. I thought he played hard. I thought he was active. I thought Al Woods was active. I thought the linebackers did, particularly Leonard, what you want them to do. You know, the horse collar, I actually felt like maybe he grabbed jersey, not collar. Now, I don't know. That's tough, man. I mean, things are going. You're running. You're grabbing. You're just trying to get a piece. He's running away from you. Setting the edge was a mother. Setting the edge was not, and it hasn't been for a couple of years. I don't know why the Colts keep not being able to set the edge. It seems like setting the edge is something that you just do. You know, here's something interesting, right? Victory favors a team making the fewest mistakes. All right? You drop a pass. You fumble a ball. If anybody watched the Bears last night, right? Did you watch the Bears? It was the most remarkable game you'll ever see. I mean, the Bears were up like 20-0 at halftime. Aaron Rodgers gets carted off. He gets carted off the field. Comes back, and they played really mistake-free football. They really played mistake-free football. And mistake-free football isn't like you didn't have any penalties, but you didn't have things that really cost you. You didn't drop passes. Randall Cobb caught the ball in the middle of the field, turned and went. He didn't drop it. He didn't drop it. And for those of you that didn't think the Colts were going to be competitive, like all losses hurt, but 2018 Colts appear to be competitive, then you don't know anything about football. Or you don't know anything about coaching. You could see there was an esprit de corps in the defense. You could see that there was an energy. You could see all of those things, and if you couldn't see that, then I don't know what to tell you. About 6 months ago, we told you that Andrew Luck got involved in a snowboarding accident. Yesterday, it was like a revelation. It's unbelievable. It really is. It's unbelievable. It's like a revelation. We knew that he had a snowboarding accident, didn't think he would play. We told you. Hey, Dan, we got a whole season ahead of us. Looks promising. Okay. All right. I mean, that's fine. I mean, nobody's saying it's not promising, but I'm going to tell you this right now, Blake. 1 week does not go to the next week in the NFL. 1 week does not go to the next week in the NFL. You had a chance to win a football game. You had a chance to win a football game at home against a mediocre team. You did not win that football game. I believe that people in this town should hold the Colts to a higher standard. I believe that we should in this town say, that ain't great. Like, all right, I guess if the world we live in is a positive deal, then I guess we should say, all right, yay, rah, give him a hug like Andrew Luck said. That's not the way I'm built. And this isn't even my team. So, I mean, can you imagine? I mean, I'd be a raving maniac when my team lost games. We'll take your phone calls if you would like. Fish, Indiana's 2-0. I love Stevie Scott. Stevie Scott runs like Le'Veon Bell, 31 for 204. It was reminiscent. There was a game against Kentucky years ago when Mallory was the coach and Anthony Thompson was there. They got the ball in the fourth quarter, and they ran the entire fourth quarter out. It was really unbelievable. And 2 times in the second half, or actually 2 times in the fourth quarter, 5 minutes because of Stevie Scott. Purdue, I don't know what to tell you, Purdue. Coach Creighton at Eastern Michigan has done a great job because I'm telling you, Eastern Michigan was about ready to drop football. Chad Ryland's kick at the buzzer beats them. Again, stupid-ass penalty by Purdue. Last week it was Lorenzo Neal. This week it's a guy, Cornell Jones, shoved the quarterback down after a sack. It was just so stupid. But the defense is the big concern. The bald-headed crazy guy isn't getting it done this year. 400 yards 2 weeks in a row against bad teams. Notre Dame's not a great team. Or excuse me, I'm sorry. Who did Purdue play the first week? They had a chance. Northwestern's not a great team. Hell, Northwestern lost to Duke. So, you know, at the end of the day, I don't know. But it is time for Indy to grow up a little bit. It is time for Indy to say, wait a second. I mean, Andrew Luck's like Giddy. Hey, I get it. There's something bigger than life, but man. And do not tell me, like, if you want to know about coddling, read the article that Kiefer has about Andrew Luck today. You want to know why I say Andrew Luck gets coddled around here by a fawning media? There you go. I mean, I was listening to Holder before on Mike and Joe, and, well, no, that doesn't take away, I'll certainly hold their feet. No, you won't. Nobody does around here. But, man, really encouraged. What are you encouraged about? What are you encouraged about? Because they looked more organized? I mean, look, I'm paid to talk to you like a coach, and I don't mind Teray's penalty. I don't mind it. I don't think that Wilson – I thought Wilson played pretty well. Oh, Wilson was all right. But at the end of the day, you can't play with a club on your hand and be a corner. Corners were fine. Safeties were terrible. Hooker got beat to the post for a touchdown in a set that, according to Rick Venturi this morning when I was talking to him, everybody knows they're running this move. Everybody knows. Every swinging knows that they're going to go to the post when they set up like this, and Hooker still got beat. I'm talking real, people. I'm sorry, but that's what they pay me to do. First half offense looked great, other than the dumb pass in the end. And again, raise your hand if you're tired of Andrew Luck saying I'm dumb. No, what a dumb play. Raise your hand, please, if you're tired. I'm tired of that. And then it has nothing to do. It's funny. I was talking to to Venturi this morning, and I'm like, all right, now locals are going to tell you, well, he trusts his arm. There's no he trusts his arm. He's a dumbass for throwing that pass. He's not a finished quarterback yet for throwing that pass. I've always said this about Andrew Luck. I think he's really good. I'm so glad he's our quarterback. But Andrew Luck is at his best where a lot of guys are. A lot of guys are at their best when they're down 20 or down 7 or down 8, and there's really nothing to lose. Are you at your best in the red zone first drive of the game where all of a sudden, guess what happens? You got a chance to get a touchdown, put points on the board, and you throw it away. Is that when you're at your best? Like, people around here can't understand. Everybody plays well if you're a competitive guy when you're down 2 scores. I'll never forget this. In basketball, it is so much easier to make a play, tie game, last seconds than it is down 1. Honest to God. Tie game, last seconds, down 1. It's easy. Down 15, everybody's balling. I can go back to when I played at Indiana in 84. We played Minnesota. We're down like 18 in the second half. Coach puts me in. For one of the few times I didn't care, just balled. I mean, everybody does. So are you good enough in the first quarter on the first drive to make the pass for a touchdown, or is it going to be the old excuse, well, he trusts his arm? According to Venturi and coaches, again, I understand where media guys are going to say Andrew Luck's never going to be the guy to throw it out of bounds. Well, he threw it out of bounds 3 times yesterday, so that's nonsense. Andrew Luck's a guy that makes bad passes, and don't tell me he trusts his arm because that's just stupid. I was on a direct line with that first pass, and I'm telling you, the minute I go, no, I could see it. But, I mean, I'll give it to you. I don't have a bunch of guys running around me. But, man, everybody can play when you're down 21. The defense is in prevent, and other team is relaxed. I mean, hell, if you don't know that, then you're just, just a guy. Everybody. Not some, if you're good enough, everybody can play down 20. What do you do in the first drive of the game? Do you throw it to the other team? Yes. 4 times in the red zone, including the last play, 3 points, there's your ball game. I like the scheme. I like the energy. I did not like the second half. Look, I get it. I do. I get it. We want something to hold on to. We do. And me bitching about it doesn't change it. Me bitching about it doesn't inspire anybody. I figured you listen to this show because you want to hear a coach. That's what I figure. I figure you want to hear somebody that isn't just the radio guy talking about this stuff. And I'll be honest with you. Now you look at it, and 1 week doesn't beget another. But, man, oh, man, if you're the Colts, let me ask you a question. How important was that game yesterday? Now you're on the road against a team that I got to tell you, folks, Washington looked damn good. And I know that not the locals, the national media rides Alex Smith. But Alex Smith, a damn good quarterback. That's one. I think his passer rating in the playoffs is like 90-something%. That's what you're looking at, and that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. This is like, oh, man. Bless you, Kyle. Look, I think the Colts will win a game or two over these next few weeks, but if you can tell me where it's going to be, then God bless you, because there is no, hey, look, you had a bad offensive line. You got a team, okay team. I mean, the Bengals are okay. We told you that. The Bengals are, you know, they are who they are. The Colts aren't who they are yet. Let's put it that way. So you go to Redskins, go to the Eagles, and then on the 30th, right here, the Texans come home, and then you get to go to the Patriots. I mean, that was a big game yesterday. Nothing's a must-win, and you can always get better, and you hope that everybody helps and plays and does things and gets better and improves. Look, I mean, again, I was talking to Rick this morning, and hey, Dan, his first throw in 700 days, and it wasn't perfect. Played much better than I anticipated, considering it was his first game. He's far from the reason we lost the game. I agree with you. I'm sorry. You're right. Let's just make an excuse for a guy being paid $140 million. My bad. You're right. It's his first throw. Then don't throw it. You're right. I'm sorry. My bad. He hasn't practiced. You're right. I'll be like everybody else and make excuses. That's a nice excuse, but I thought people listened to the show for what was real. And real is you don't throw that ball, period. Yes, the Colts got 99 problems, and he ain't one of them. I get that. I totally get that. But you don't make that throw, and 3 times in the red zone. And it's nice that you say, hey, I was a boneheaded player. It's nice that Jack Doyle says, well, you can't do that. Well, you did. And you've done it before, and you got to stop. I mean, I hate to say that. But, you know, that's just the way it is. Let's go to phones, line 1. What you got? Hey, what's up?
I'll just say this. I'll make this nice.
You what?
I said I'll say this and I'll make it nice. First off, I think Irsay, because of his past,
you got to hurry it up here, son. You got to hurry it up.
All right, I will. I'll get real with you right now. Irsay, you need to get your head out of your butt. You need to stop thinking about other things.
Oh, shut up. Get off my leg. Get the hell out of here. Jeez. I mean, if the first call going to be an idiot, Irsay, you need to get – what did Irsay do? What the hell did he do? And if you can't speak, if you can't put 2 sentences together, don't call the damn show. I mean, call other shows where they'll humor you and say yes. Don't call this show. My God, stop. Jeez. First call of the week, and that's what we got. Dan, he had a top 7 QBR in his first NFL game back. That's awesome, man. That's so great. God, that's awesome. Colts are 0-1, lost to Cincinnati at home. God, that's great. Hey, Dan, from a coach's perspective, how do you handle Doyle? He's had a lot of key drops at the wrong time. Well, last year he had a concussion and he hit it. I mean, let's be real about it. This year, that one's inexcusable. That one's inexcusable. So, first call. And that's what we get. Hey, we got a weird week this week. All right, let's talk about it. Fish coming on at 12:30. Callers hang in there. I used 2-0. Tomorrow, listen to this. This is weird. Mike Chappell, and you remember Sean Spicer? Sean Spicer is coming on tomorrow. Apparently he's on a book tour, and a friend of mine asked if we wanted to have him, and I said, hell yeah. Is Sean Spicer a Republican? What is he? He was being made fun of all the time. He was the press secretary. You know my job. My people say, oh, your dream job is the IU coach. The hell it is. The hell it is. My dream job is press secretary to president. I don't care which president. Doesn't matter to be a Republican or Democrat because I am neither. Oh, man. Golly, he had a 7 quarterback rating. Wow. Look, I don't care. And it wasn't Luck's fault. Colts got 99 problems. Luck ain't one, boys. I'm just telling you. How does Kenny Moore get stopped? How does the quarterback tackle Kenny Moore, Kyle? How does I told Lee that's not good. That's not good. That ain't good. That ain't good, Kenny Moore. That ain't good. Oh, man. That ain't good. When Kenny Moore didn't get in, I went, oh, no. Oh. Hey, Dan, did you just say callers hang in there or callers go hang yourself? Kenny Moore. Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton has a flat ass. You know what that means? You know what that means? And he's got low calves. It means he's not an athlete. Colts played well. Luck played well. Colts didn't win. I'm not happy. I was sitting in having oh, man, is it good, too? Lee and I, hey, Dan, was Kenny Moore stabbed by his girlfriend last night? Oh, man, I love Frank Reich. I think they're on the right path, but I don't think I'm going to sit here and be happy. This ain't the post-game show, people. Anyway, 317-239-1070, Fish Dakich next. IU found a stud running back. IU found a running back that reminds me of Le'Veon Bell. Stevie Scott. I love me some Stevie Scott. We'll talk IU football coming back.